Hello there and welcome to round 15 of the PS4 Global Series here at Spec Esports. Apologies for the late start for this one. Unfortunately missed a good chunk of qualifying. I failed to charge my headset, which is actually quite crucial to commentating, so I'll take the blame for that one. So yeah, got to charge up a little bit and hopefully it's going to last the race. But I think we're going to catch the business end of qualifying anyway, so that's what's important. So at the moment we actually have WJ is our currently provisional pole position with a 1:31.7, very good time, followed by our Tier 2 crowned champion ACW here, or has already wrapped up the series. He's in P2, BK 5/10 behind with that 32.3. So these guys are probably coming in preparation to go out for their final runs. As Breno actually just puts on P3 with a 32 flat. Lunacy is P5. The Smeg, who is a regular commentator at RaceSpec, he's, I believe this is might even be his first race at RaceSpec, filling in tonight for the Ferrari team. Currently P6, then we have Ken, MBT, Racer, Dan and Kamos. But that all might change. We've got Expert, who hasn't set the lap time yet. We might ride on board with him because he's just about to start applying laps. So he comes across the line to start his lap here. I don't know if that's actually called turn 1, that little curve, or this one here's turn 1. But very hard braking zone there, and take as much curve as you can on entry and exit. But very, very easy to take too much and invalidate your lap. He's managed to not do that, as I'll just quickly get some telemetry and whatnot up. He comes towards the end of the first sector. He's done the 33.2, got no comparison lap. So this is his first flying lap of the session. A bit sensitive through the middle sector so far. It's very careful not to invalidate his time. This may be the only run he gets, given how much time is left in qualifying as well. He won't be able to finish this lap and then go around for an in lap and get out for another lap. So this is going to be it. If he does finish this lap, this will be only one. He's actually gone purple middle sector. That might be the middle sector glitch, but through the final sector he comes. Very tricky corner there, that one. Now, is he going to finish this lap or is he going to box? I think he's gone to continue. So he doesn't want to invalidate. Last corner here. Comes across the line. What's it going to be? He goes 6th. That's the best that we're going to see actually in this qualifying session, unfortunately. As I said, probably going to run out of time. Let's have a look at some other drivers here. Excuse me. Welcome to the stream as well, regular viewers. We have Alex Banana Cake Pie. Thank you for joining us. Give us your predictions in the chat. Not sure why Banana Cake didn't put his hand up to join me in commentary actually, but maybe next time. So following Ken, but he's actually invalidated this lap, and it looks like he desperately wants to get past that Alfa Romeo, which was BK. Not quite sure why. That's we'll try and pick up someone. Or Racer has chucked it in P3. Very nice lap for him. So he, I'm not quite sure. He's just done that lap, so he won't get another run. Lunas has dropped to P8, Snake dropped to P9. Some of these guys are on the outlap currently. Right, we've got a prediction here on debut. Rosario Fakera, I hope I pronounced that right. Rosario has predicted Smeg on his Spec race debut to get the win. Huge prediction there in the chat. Keep them coming. I was Laquita Haha's had a moment in the second sector. James Cruz. Harass is the only driver yet to set the timed lap in qualifying. I'll be very impressed if Jay can hang on to pole position. He's just started his final run. ACW has gone purple. He's up nearly 2/10 in the second sector. So we'll follow this with interest. He, of course, he's our crown champions. Just about got every pole position this season. I think he may have missed out on one, perhaps two. So he's got at least 13 pole positions to his name. Sorry, 12 pole positions to his name. As far as I know, but very dominant season from the Toro Rosso driver. Another purple sector. I missed that sector split, but he's up on his time. We'll see if Jay is up on. Jay's down. Jay's invalidated, so it's all going to come down to this ACW lap and whether he can better Jay. And at the moment, he was up on his splits, and that's going to be enough because the gap is very small. He comes around the final corner, and he smashes the time set by Jay. That's a 1:31.3. So it's up over 4/10. Very nice lap from him. What can his teammate Breno do? He's actually matching his time at the moment. Aussie Suspect and Expert are retired. That's those drivers can do tonight. James Cruz is retired. The rest of the field, just about the rest of the field are on their last flying laps now, as Breno might actually be affected by the Ferrari in front. It's Camos who will also be on the flying lap, currently in P13. So this is not going to help Breno. Didn't time his run very well. Didn't give himself enough space really to start this flying lap. Oh, and Camos is stuck down the way, and that's thrown Breno. Is absolutely bottled that second last corner. So P4 for him. Still not a bad finish for him. As Lucy crosses the line and he goes up one. So improves by one tenth, just over a tenth, moves up to P8. Ken has finished, Snake has finished, Big Dong has finished. I think that's everyone. And when MBT's car goes into the pits, that's going to be qualifying over. So yet another pole position from ACW. Very, very nice lap from him. $1:31.3, very, very good. Got another prediction in the chat. Oh, Alex is predicting a Lunacy DNF lap 17. That is obscure, to say the least. Bit rough, to be honest, as well. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, ACW 132 with yet another pole position in the PS4 Global Series Tier 2 League. Round 15 at Russia. So ACW on pole, Babin J, good lap from him to get on front row. Racer X showing his pace, one lap pace yet again. Needs to make sure he has a consistent race pace as well. Breno on the second row joins him. Aussie and Expert on the third row, and then it's BK, Lunacy, Ken, Smeg. Big Donga will probably be a bit disappointing in that qualifying, although P11 not such a bad place to start considering the strategy, and I think it was Dan the race after him, but we'll cover the rest of the grid on the formation lap. Banana Cake Pie saying he's shocked that ACW got pole position. Well, no, he's not. Bit of sarcasm there, I think, but as far as weather goes, I think we're all clear. So quali was dry. Looks like the race is also dry. Got some haziness. Don't know if that's overcast or that's just the Russian weather sky in the game. We're not sure, but Alex has predicted a Smeg podium on debut, so a lot of love for Smeg in the chat. Very popular man, must be said. Ryan is going with ACW to win Expert for P2 and Breno P3. So Expert's got work to do. Breno's in a good position for that P3. So not bad predictions there. Probably on form as well. That's pretty accurate. As ACW leads them off. So we got down to P12 on the grid. So that's Dan, MBT in the McLaren 13th, Camos 14th, El Tonki 15th, The Apprentice, James Cruz, Harass, Insulator and Laquita Haha. Full grid, ladies and gentlemen, here for the Russian Grand Prix. That's absolutely sensational to see. Could we get all full grids tonight with Tier 1 full and the Elite Series full as well? We'll have to see about that. But the Tier 2 boys really showing up tonight, so it's good to see. It looks like everyone's taking it nice and calm on the formation lane. Although there's a big gap there. Behind the top, you know, it's okay. Not too bad. Drivers just warming their tyres. I'm just going to get up the tyre deck. I'll see who's starting on the medium. So Big Donga, P11 and Dan, both on the 6th row. Both those guys opting to go medium. So that's a reverse strategy. This one's a quite easy race on tyres. Not a lot of tyre wear. Therefore, it's soft to mediums. You don't really need the hards. You probably just want to save an extra set of softs if you can for the race, just in case, rather than do 4 runs in quali, because they aren't a bad tyre. They last a long time around here. So yeah, easy one stop. The reverse strategy is pretty okay. I think you a little bit slow at the beginning, and then maybe like 6 to 8 laps into it. Mediums become the cricket tyre anyway, all that kind of crossover point, so you don't lose out too much, and then you're quicker at the end of the race as well. So the risk, of course, is with this very, very, very heavy braking zone into turn 1, there's higher chance of wing damage as well, so that's always the risk doing the reverse strategy and starting on a harder tyre compound, especially if you've only got one set of them, because if you do get wing damage, you need to pit, you need to get off those tyres. So yeah, we hopefully don't see that, but we are ready and we are set for the start of the Russian Grand Prix. Oh god, we get lights up. Here we go. There we go. 5 red lights for the drivers. And it's lights out. Let's go racing in Russia. ACW gets it. Babu J gets a shocking start. He's lost 2 positions already. As they go through the little curve of turn 1. Oh, there's a big pole up at the back. Oh, dear, oh dear. Was that Expert? Oh, it was El Tonki caught up in that, I think. And there's a little bit of argy-bargy there. A couple of Ferraris on the inside line. I think they just about all get through clean enough. But they're big carnage at the back before the first corner even. As El Tonki all caught up on that. Owen! What's happened to ACW? Babu J's gone to the front after a shocking start. I'm not quite sure how it happened, and the insulator's off wide. Wow, what a chaotic start to the Grand Prix that was. Absolute well. There's too much action to cover, really. Did my best for you at home, folks, but there's a lot going on here. Let's have a look at some of the winners and losers off the start. So Camos is up 4, which is good, of course. Jay, somehow, after that shocking start, he dropped looked like he dropped 2 positions off the line and then somehow ended up in the lead. We totally missed that, so quite sure if there was something dodgy going on there. But Camos, Harass and Insulator up 4 positions. Big loser was Ken, actually, because he might pick up a position here on MBT, but yeah, remains to be seen if there's any damage. We'll just flick back to the front as Jay finishes the first lap. What is that on the track? There's something on the track then, anyway. Looked like a parking cone, anyway. El Tonki's into the pits. Unfortunately, it looked like he was one of, well, probably the main car that got caught up in that mess at the start, and looks like he needs to pit for a new wing. So Jay leads the way. Good to see that ACW's not running over them. Not that there'd be anything wrong on his part for that, but it's always nice to see a bit of a fight for the lead. Racer runs really wide there. Sorry, I thought that was Insulator running up front, but his Racer, of course. Yeah, these guys, little train. Aussie's done well to go to P4 as well. Breno's just outside, so no DRS yet, of course. It will be activated on the next lap. So Breno will need to make sure he gets his own. Yeah, he's only just outside. Actually, Aussie's out. Someone's dropping. It's BK. Oh, dearie. Oh, it's both. It's both Donga and BK. Both the Alfa Romeos have had a shocking lap this one, and they've dropped. BK dropped 10. Big Donga dropped 7. So horrible luck there for the Alfa Romeo team. And Jay's trying to get out of DRS of ACW. Racer, does he have DRS? He does. Aussie doesn't. He missed it. Expert looks like he's gone. He's going to put a move on Lunacy. Is he Lunacy? Oh. Lunacy tries hanging around the outside. Actually, I think he's gone off track there to hold that position. So I'll just try and get a decent onboard. There we go. Slightly questionable, but Expert may not be happy with that in Mercedes cockpit. Of course, Russia, if you have driven this track, and I was just about to say, we haven't seen any penalties yet, but already 3 seconds for Racer, and Lunacy picks up one as well. Russia absolutely merciless when it comes to track limits. Countless places you can track extend and pick up penalties, so it's not uncommon to see a high penalty count for a lot of drivers right on board with Expert as he chases Lunacy. Coming into the third sector here. Expert all over him. ACW's all over the back of Jay as well, so we might skip up here and see if he can get the move done. Actually, Racer's dropped out of DRS. Ooh, Jay got a much better exit out of the final corner than ACW. And he's not going to be able to get in here, he's too far back. Might get up with the telemetry and whatnot as well. I don't need lap data. Yeah, that's all good. Let's go. Now, so BK, Apprentice and El Tonki have made stops. So we'll put the tyre data on. So you can see there, top 11 on soft tyres. Harat's doing a really good job in P12 on mediums. If he can keep that up, stay in DRS of the cars in front, he's going to be really strong at the end of the race, so watch out for him. He'll be looking to get some points for Renault. I don't think that's his usual speed though. That's a bit wrong. I think he's going in for Toto. Oh, Racer's outside. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Someone dropping. But ACW has missed DRS. He is out of DRS on the back straight to Jay. He's back in it now, but he didn't get it down that straight, so very interesting. And then there's Racer, who's out of DRS of ACW. Breno's out of DRS. Sorry, Aussie's out of DRS of Racer, and Breno out of Aussies as well. Expert has passed Lunacy, probably a lap later than he would have liked, but got the job done on that lap. Smeg, strong performance so far from the race spec debutant. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. I believe that's James Cruz, who's running 16th. Yeah, missing an end plate there. Oh, and he's nearly put it in the wall again. He'll need to come in and pit. Oh, and the McLaren behind him wants to pit as well. No, James. You've got to watch that pit exit, son. As those cars pit, we'll flick it back to the front. Oh, and Liquid Ha speeding in the pit lane. Ooh. As Jay's car got a bit of air over that curb. ACW, I thought for a moment he was in trouble. Dropped out DRS, but he's all over the back of the Racing Point now. Quite hard to follow around this track, despite, I mean, the corners aren't too long and like they're more 90 degrees more than anything, but it's still quite hard to follow. And yeah, you might see a movie actually. Let's see. No, I think he might be teeing it up for the long pit straight. He's much closer than he was last lap. He's just under half a second. Takes that corner very nice. Ooh, a little bit of oversteer on eggs there. I think he lost a bit of time there. Yeah, lost a couple of tenths. That little oversteer moment might just be enough for Jay to get away down this straight. We'll have to see. Short shift very early out of that final corner. I don't think that's the quickest way. I think that might be slowing him down a tiny bit. That's why Jay is able to get that little bit of advantage down the straight. And you can see there, wasn't really closing him in enough. Oh, Jay's binned it! He's made a big mistake as Jay. He's thrown it away. Oh, he's got huge wing damage on the left-hand side. That's at least an orange wing. There's no end plate. He'll be kicking himself. That's going to be an early pit stop. He's doing so well in the lead. He's already coming under threat from Racer. That's just allowed ACW to waltz away in the lead. You can see there. Oh, I wouldn't fight it too much, mate. You got a lot of wing damage. Just let him go. Yeah, he has. Oh, and okay. Yeah, I don't think he knew Ozzy was there, but he was trying to let them go. Fair play to him. Yeah, going to be very slow, obviously, with that wing damage. Yeah, can we get an F in the chat for Jay? Unfortunately, made that massive error. It's costing Lee the Grand Prix. It's going to cost him, probably going to cost him the podium. He might be able to. Oh, is this going to be a safety car? Oh no, Leclerc has. He's retired in the pits, so that's okay. Let's flick to Insulator and Camos going at it. What's happened to the Smeg? He's pitted very early onto the mediums. I totally missed that. Maybe what's going on at the front? I missed the Smeg's pit stop, but that seems like it might be a bit too early. Let's see what tyres Jay goes with. He's gone with the mediums as well. Of course, and there's a new front wing on the pink Mercedes. There wasn't much left of it. Harass. Oh, Harass tries to go around the outside of Insulator. These two gonna. Oh, and Harass actually got big damage on the left-hand side as well. And he's on the mediums, so that's really gonna hurt him. I thought he was in a really good position, but he's been in the wall somewhere, or maybe in contact with another driver. Could have just missed that actually. Could have been in turn one before we crossed them. Feels pretty spread out. Aussie's right on Breno, who just outside DRS is Breno on Racer. This is for podium places, P2 and 3, 4 right now. Express a few seconds back off this train and catching rapidly, must be said. So if these guys battle enough, Express is going to catch them really quickly. Yeah, Breno should comfortably have DRS this time. He's going to be close enough to make a move. Well, he's up on overtake. Into overtake, I should say. So is Aussie. His race is in running in low, so he's not too bothered by the guys behind him. Or look at how much Breno's gained though. Is he going to go for a move here? Around curve of turn 3. I think he's going to have a look. Can we get a better camera angle, please, Codemaster? Goes down the inside. Not much room there. Racer cuts him. Well, cuts across him, but like closes the door. Just good racing by both those guys, keeping it nice and clean. I'm actually surprised about the amount of penalties we've seen so far. I think we've only seen maybe 4 or 5, which is not too bad for 8 laps into the Russian Grand Prix. So the boys trying to keep it clean. Wow, Aussie keeping a really tight line through that corner. It's quite a fast corner where you run really wide usually, but it's really tight there. Expert's catching rapidly though. He's nearly pulled him in the last lap. So and he's got plenty of battery too, so he's showing good paces, Expert. So it's maybe what could have been for the Mercedes driver. Had he got himself further up on the grid in qualifying, he might be maybe posing a threat to ACW today. But and racing in the pits. Sorry, I thought it was some kind of overtake. Racers caught it quick on those as Aussie picked up a penalty. That might have it, and ACW's in the pits as well. Missed that. So leader pits, as does P2. And out he comes. Onto the medium tyres, both those guys. Insulated him as well as his MBT. So some early-ish pit stops. So we can go back to the front. So Breno leads from Aussie. Express, oh my god, Express catching so quickly. He's only 1.4 seconds back now. It was literally 3 seconds a couple of laps ago. Or not even a couple of laps ago. So I think Express on for a really good podium here. If he can keep it clean, make clean moves as well past these guys. He hasn't gone for the undercut, which is interesting. Oh god, I nearly jinxed him. He nearly absolutely binned it. That's got to go down as a really impressive save. Wow, that was a good one. Giving us a show there. You see he's getting a bit slidey on these soft tyres, so maybe it's time to come in, put some new boots on. See how hard he's pushing though to catch up to the two in front. He's actually lost time in doing so. Is he going to box? Looks like he is. Anyone else in front of him boxing? Yes, Breno boxes. Aussie's kept going. I think he's going to lose out. I think he's going to get undercut. Yeah. He's going to lose out here, Aussie, I think. But we'll see. He is pushing. He's up in the overtake, so he's going to use his battery to try and, I guess, do the overcut on Racer. So Big Dong is up to P9 now. Sorry, P3 on 9-lap-old tyres is what I was thinking. Oh, Breno, an instant 5 seconds for corner cutting. Bizarre. Really bizarre. So I think that one might be submitted to the stewards. Seems very, very harsh, one of those instant penalties. Breno's actually overcut Racer. Racer's got caught in traffic here. From Dan, yeah, so that's what's happened. Racer's pitted too early. Dan, he's come out behind Dan, not being able to get past, and Breno's been able to overcut him. So, a bit of bad luck for Racer, but Breno, I'm sure, will be quite happy with that, and he's got clean air to Breno as well, basically to the next medium runner, Big Donger. And Aussie will be coming in this lap. The whole field now off the soft tyres. There's no one on soft tyres at the moment. Slows it down enough. Hits neutral there, I think I heard, which can give you a penalty if you're not too careful, but only one driver won't be on medium tyres now, and that's going to be MBT. He's gone for hards. not the quickest tyre. I'm not sure what he started on. Let's have a look. MBT. Started soft, so he went soft hard. What lap did he pit? 9. Oh, he's gone the wrong tyre. Yeah, he's not going to be quick at all. He's going to get chewed up pretty quickly, the guys on mediums. Like I was saying, it's easy one stop. Soft to mediums or mediums to soft. There's not much tyre wear. Hards are basically redundant around this track. Yeah, so he's just gone the wrong strategy there, unfortunately. Basic W does have the lead. Where has Aussie come out? He's come out behind Dan, so he stayed out too long as well. So it looks like there was a sweet spot for pit stops there, and Breno's actually nailed it. So Breno pitted a lap later than Racer, who got stuck behind Jay, and then Aussie. Sorry, he got stuck behind Dan, and then Aussie's come out having just pitted behind Dan as well, so nice out there. He's going to make a move though on Dan. He's going to have a go. Oh, let's get, come on, something. Yeah. Oh, he gets a big shunt in the back there from Dan. Oh, no damage done. Let's have a look. Oh, Dan got a heap of wing damage from that. I'm not sure if he already had it, but left-hand plate gone there. That was a pretty big whack on the back of Aussie. Pretty silly fighting that move, to be honest. On a different strategy, you don't want to risk a incident like that, and that's exactly what happened. But yeah, shaping up to be a really good race for P2. So Racer currently has it. Oh, I'm not sure. Whoa, 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 whoa! Jay down the inside of Breno. What's happened to Breno? Because he was ahead of Racer. I'm not sure. What's going on here? Breno made a mistake somewhere. He came out in P3, I thought, but now it's Racer. So something has happened to Breno. Jay's made a good recovery, although those tyres are 5 laps old, so he's going to be on older tyres for the rest of the race, so he's going to be at a disadvantage lap time wise. He's going to have to try and stick with DRS, the guys ahead. Shouldn't be too much difference, but the guys behind, Breno and Expert's looking really racy today, I must say that. But this is a bit of a DRS train at the moment, all the way back from Big Donga. Big Donga's, what's happened to him? Something's happened to Big Donga. He's dropped. He's falling, is Donga. He's fallen again. What's happened to him? Oh, is he just slow on this strategy? I'm not sure. No, I definitely think he made a mistake. Because the gap was about 7 seconds, I think. Dan picks up a 3-second penalty. I could be totally wrong there, folks. Apologies. He did have trouble early in the race, so he might have just beat his speed. Ooh. Oh, and Expert looking down the inside, and Breno's hit Donga! And Donga had got damage from that. Oh, he does too, so Breno's made a meal of that move on Big Donga, and Expert's going to take advantage down the inside. Not much room to go side by side there. Oh, they're still side by side. Expert with the inside, going to take the corner. Does Breno have damage too? Because Aussie's right on the back now. And Aussie has the freshest tyres of all of them. Breno doesn't have damage. Aussie does have those fresh tyres, so Jay's actually got away from these guys. And Racer, so 2 mini packs here. But look at Big Donga's wing, really a lot missing there, and I think Expert's easily going to get him into the straight, on the straight rather. Ooh. Sorry for the foot. Oh, and Bros once again collected Donga. That's the second time this lap. Oh, dearie me, he's had a shocker there, Breno. I think he'd be on for some penalties, and oh, who's that? Racer! Racer's had a moment from P2. Was there an incident with Jay? It's all happening in this top 5 and 6, well, top 7 pack. minus the leader, of course, who's absolutely checked out, it must be said, 15 seconds up the road. Big Donga, Breno's out. Breno has retired from the Grand Prix. That lap was absolutely shocking from him. Contact at turn 1 with Big Donga. Matt broke his wing, and then again in the second DRS straight, so he's given up. He's called it a day. After initially nailing the pit stop, it must be said, so it's gone really pear-shaped for Breno very, very quickly in this second stint. Racer's had a pit as well. Wow. Okay. So it's all happening here. So that's 2 of our top 7 runners now out of contention for the podium, and that's promoted. Big Dong is still running with that damage. He wants to get to his pit window to get on the softs and then fix it. It's a smart thing to do. You don't want to go onto the hards. It's going to be too slow. But Jay and Expert hold the podium places at the moment. Aussie not too far behind. Aussie has the youngest tyres out of those 3. Expert, they both have quite a big advantage over Jay, who's a bit older after he bottled it in the lead of the Grand Prix. To be fair to him, he recovered quite well, but those tyres are going to be a bit touch and go at the end, maybe. As Bidonga pits, can he get those soft tyres to the end of the Grand Prix? Fix that wing, comes in there, you can see. It's Meg up to P8, EK up to P9. Not bad on debut. Quite a big training actually. We've got Dan P5, Ken right behind him, Lunacy right behind him. So 3-way battle here. Then we got Smeg in DRS with these guys. So that's a nice little 4-car train here. Battling out for the points positions inside the top 10. Hope these guys, they usually keep it quite clean. So hopefully they can provide some good racing as Dan runs quite wide. Oh, Dan's tired. Dan's on the alternate strategy. I completely forgot about that. So he hasn't pitted yet, has Dan. So Ken's taken P5. Lunas has gone through with him. Dan's just going to hang on to these guys, I think. And Lunacy might even have a look at Ken into the chicane. No, he doesn't. Smeg as well, hanging on to these guys. Just going to keep an eye on the gap between Expert and Jade. Both of them pretty quick. Expert has 1.1 seconds to find to get in that DRS. 1.3 now. Dan does pit. He, of course, has that wing damage that we saw earlier on as well. So he'll come in, fix the wing, get on the soft tyres, get going again. Ken trying to hold off Lunacy. Dan comes out. Oh, he hasn't come out yet. It's a good little battle here for P5. Smeg's just dropped off. He must have made a mistake. Did the Smeg. He's dropped. He was comfortably in DRS and now he's dropped back. His tyre's quite old as well. Oh, that's right. He's pitted really early. Lap 7. So yeah, his tyres are pretty old. It seems like Ken and Lucy were just getting held up by Dan maybe, and since then they pulled away from the Smeg, but that gap between Jay and Expert holding pretty steady, about 2.1, 2.2 seconds at the moment. As long as you're going to have a look here, no. Teeing it up for the longer DRS straight, pit straight. Oh, and Ken, big oversteer moment there, and they're side by side actually. But Lunacy has the inside for this corner. Ken tries to hold it right on the outside, but yeah, it's not really. Ooh, he's very close. I think Ken's going to be able to get him back here. Let's ride on board. He's going to have DRS. Lunacy's very generous. He gives him the inside. Doesn't make him go the long way around. Oh, that is a shocking view. Yeah, we can see that Ken easily takes position back. So battle resumes between these two. Awful Ken wrangle yet again. Good little battle here. Big Dong is out after pitting and... Oh dear, could this be a safety car? Where does he retire? In the pits? He is in the pits. Okay, no dramas, no dramas. Has retired in the pits after getting his wing fixed and coming out on softs. Yeah, he's given up. That's unfortunate. He would have been able to make moves on those softs, but yeah, Charles just got to not give up so easily, I think. ACW, what is there left to say about this guy in this series? He's just in a world of his own, in qualifying and in the race. Is that a car coming out of the pits? Yep, there it is. I don't know which one it is. MBT. And that. So Express actually fallen off Jay. The gap was just 3 seconds. Yeah, there it is, 3.1 seconds. So, looks like Jay's got Expert covered. I think he might be catching next week. Oh, what's happened to... Oh no, we're good, we're good. Ken and Lucy still battling. It's offline. This looks like the only battle really on track at the moment, although we do have Harass and Insulator quite close as well. In DRS, Harass playing ultra defensive. Oh, and Insulator not using DRS. Okay. That's definitely not going to be the way to catch Harass. I might stick with this battle here. I think it's quite a good one. Both these guys. Really clean races, good blokes. Should give each other plenty of respect when it comes to this battle. So, oh, Lucy runs quite wide there. Ken doesn't make a mistake through that section this time. Dan picks up a penalty. Insulator and Harass going at it. There has been a change of that position, so Harass... actually, I don't know what happened there. I thought Insulator was behind Harass. Anyway, Dan gets past Kamos with DRS. Dan on the soft tyre. There we go, Insulator. Oh, Harass in the pits. Interesting. Running in 10th place. Wow. I'm not sure why. Is he changing the wing? Not changing the wing. Just tyres. I think he's just throwing away some points there. He's running 10th. Well. I think he's just a reserve driver, but yeah, running in P10. Should have kept going. We'll go back to this battle. Lunacy still all over the back of Ken. And who is that ahead of Ken? It's the apprentice who is ghosted. He's the last pair of runners in P17. The apprentice very kindly lets them through, which was great to see. Ooh! Lunacy overshot that corner massively. Has he overheated his tyres? It's quite struggling quite a bit. And allows Ken to get away just that little bit. Not quite out of DRS though. difference in lines there. Ken going much wider before that final corner. He usually gives you a warning, but must not. And Lucy's hanging on to that DRS. So this battle rages on as Meg's 3 seconds back from these guys. Express caught Jay slightly. Well, we've got a yellow flag sector 2. Hold that. I'm just looking at the mini-map. It is a Red Bull. It is Aussie Suspect. He has binned it. Where's that? Oh, his wing's buggered. He's left. He's left the session at his stone cold rage quit. Not retired the car. Yeah, so he was running all by himself, I think. Unfortunately, so his car's going to get in the way for some people, maybe, I'm not sure. Oh no, it'll be ghosted, won't it? It'll be ghosted. No dramas, but... So that moves everyone up a position, basically. Yeah, Aussie could have easily pitted. There's only 6 laps to go. Fix the wing and still get some points, but sometimes you just got to keep your head. Can running in P4. Great showing from these guys, and Lucy doing really well as well. So this guy's going to battle for P4. 20.9 second lead for ACW right now. The man is unstoppable in this series. Aussie's car does pit. He's still running P9, that's what I mean. He could have kept it going if he didn't. Oh well. Snake dropping well off. Oh, is BK going to catch the snake? No, they're on both really on really old tyres. Installator and Racer might catch them though. Rask gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, moves up to P12 because of Aussie's car. And 11th actually, so he's not far off the points. He's Harass. He already was P10 when he pitted, so he might get that back now that Aussie's out of the running. Tonky as well is on the soft tyres. James is on the soft tyres, so a couple of guys at the back opting for fresh rubber to try and do some quick laps. ACW, you can see the man in action. It's been superb today. Lost the lead of the Grand Prix off the start. Put pressure on Jay. Jay cracked under that pressure. Made a big mistake in that corner actually, I think it was. And ever since then ACW's just been on the easy street in this Grand Prix. He's just doing laps for fun at the moment. Would really like to see Babu and Jay and Expert battle for P2 and 3. That would be great, but if Expert could get a wriggle on. There's 5 laps left. And Jay seemingly very comfortable after that mistake earlier on. It would be good recovery, it must be said. Quite a convincing recovery actually after the crashing and breaking his wing. P2 would be really good for him. Although, of course, penalties might come into play as well. I really didn't think about that. Ken and Lucy still going at it. This is great stuff for these guys. Ken just holding him off. Lucy just can't get close enough out of this last 2 corners. He might actually have a good run on in here. No, I don't think that's close enough. You've got to be within 2 car lengths really. Yeah, so by the time he gets to the braking zone, he's nowhere near him. Well, not close enough. He's near him, of course, but. So there's 2 different lines of that's quite a big mistake from Lucy. He's nearly out of DRS. Is he gonna get it? He's got it. just going to save his bacon this time. Jay picks up a penalty. Could that be crucial? I haven't seen one from Expert. Oh, I might have to go check now. That's actually El Tonki on the soft tyres following Jay around. Get out of the way, let these guys battle. And Expert's actually caught him. 1.7 seconds now. Oh, it's going up slightly, but I think he was going to give his teammate DRS there. Yeah, that's what he's done. And there's a bit of Mercedes tactics here, I think. 1.6 seconds, 5 seconds. So yeah, it had quite a big effect actually, just getting that DRS. But Jay with the penalty, that might dictate who gets P2 here. Look, I'm going to check really quickly. I hate doing this kind of thing, but let's just go straight to Jay. Oh, he's got tons, 3 penalties, or 1 penalty, 2, 3. He's got 4 penalties. Oh, Expert, there's 2. Okay, I think Expert's bit cleaner on pens at this stage, so maybe knowing that it's not going to have to risk the overtake and he's just going to get P2 on penalties. Lunacy's got past Ken. Sorry, far out. That's why I don't like checking penalties, because you miss good stuff like that. Ken's going to come back at him. He is down into turn 1. Lunacy leaves the inside open. Ken takes it back. This is a great ding-dong battle for P4. It's exactly what the race needs too. Real kind of lack of action in this Grand Prix, unfortunately. Harass and Dan both on softs going at it for P10. We'll check in on them in a minute. Actually, we'll do that now. Oh, and there it is. Harass has got Dan. Harass coming back at him? Nah. So, oh, Dan braked way too late there. Ran deep into turn 1. Yellow flag. That's sector 3. We got. Not too sure. Lunacy and Ken as I head down the back straight now. How close is Lunacy? Not very close. Alright, it's getting a bit overcast too, I've noticed. It's getting a little bit darker. I don't know if there's going to be rain in the last 2 laps. Comfortably, Expert's 1.4 seconds behind. I think he can relax a little bit. Expert, knowing that he has less penalties than Jay. He doesn't really have to push that hard to try and get the overtake done. Lunacy and Ken out at once again. So Lunacy got by somewhere. Whether Ken made a mistake or whether it was an overtake. DRS or whatever, but we saw the re-overtake, or the pass back from Ken into turn 1. It was a lovely move. Lunacy did not defend it at all, must be said. Had he gone to the inside, it might be a little bit different than, unfortunately, James Cruz was disqualified. I assume that's for too many penalties. Checking on the chat. Sorry, I haven't been neglecting you guys. Hello to Gaming Ollie. Thanks for joining the stream, mate. Russia, the king of penalties. USA's twin circuit. Yeah, look, I think Russia's a lot worse than USA. The USA really only has that one section, and if you practice it, like, once you get the hang of it, it's kind of fine. Like, you don't. Yeah, I don't think USA's too bad for penalties, really. Russia's much worse. Much more. Oh, let's get sideways there. Trying to keep up with Ken. Yeah, Russia's a bit tougher, I think, on pens. Definitely the toughest on the calendar, I'd say. Easily. Just adjust inside that DRS, but Ken's looking full away. It's really only a DRS that's keeping Lunacy in touch with Ken at this stage. They're on the second last lap of the Grand Prix. Oh, Lunacy's... Oh, I knew he'd get a penalty for that. It's unfortunate. Like I do BK and the Insulator going at it. Okay. Oh, BK's tyres are super old. 23 laps. Holy dooly. Oh, I guess. Finally a good camera angle. There we go. So, I think the Insulator got him much younger. Oh, yeah, 6 lap younger tyres. On the final lap of the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen, ACW has started it. Banana Cake's prediction was that he was going to win by 30 plus seconds. I don't think that's going to happen, mate. 25 it is now. Close enough, you might say, but not quite 30. Oh, Ken and Lucy again. What's happened to Ken? Has something happened to Ken? I'm not sure. Why do we always miss stuff when we look at other people? That's so annoying. He's going to have DRS yet again. This is the final lap, actually. Oh, Banana said 30 with 10. Alright, here we go. There's another overtake. Lucy going to defend it. This time he does it again. Ken's just going to take P4. All too easy for the Red Bull driver. No fight whatsoever put up by Lunacy. There's been great racing from these two. Really entertaining. Lunacy going to have a look down his right here? No. Could have, maybe. Could have. Oh, I've got to go back to ACW, who's just about to cross the line. Here he is. And he wins the Russian Grand Prix. Oh, Dan's going to get a 3-second penalty. So, yeah, Jay's going to have a ton of penalties and it's going to balloon over 30 seconds. So, won't be 30 seconds on track, but probably will be 30 seconds. And I think it's going to be Expert that comes P2 on penalties. Let's check. So, Jay crosses the line. No, not yet. There it is. And Expert jumps in. Yep. By 4.8 seconds. Quite a bit. So, there you go. ACW wins by 34 seconds. The battle for P4 has concluded. Ken's going to take it. Unless he's got more penalties, of course, than Lunacy. But I haven't seen any from Ken. No, Lunacy had a ton. 12 seconds worth. So, great driving for both those guys. Insulator, coming across the line. Finishes P7, BK P8. Racer, what could have been for him? I was saying his one lap pace was really, really good. Really strong. But can't keep out of trouble in the Grand Prix. Harass jumps him actually into P9. So that's going to be a points paying position as Dan finishes P11. Kamos is going to come home P12. Aussie disconnected. MBT and Eltoki and Apprentice finished. That has been the Russian Grand Prix for PS4 Global Series Tier 2 League. Another victory for the crowned champion ACW 132. Amazing drive again from him. Doesn't get much screen time because it's just him driving away with it, but congratulations to Toro Rosso. His teammate has some really bad luck. Expert should be pretty happy with that P2 from, I think he was started 6th. And Jay, yeah, what could have been for Jay, was leading the Grand Prix. And, well, pressure from behind from ACW was a bit much maybe, and made a very bad error, but he recovered pretty well, as you said. So there's the results. ACW, no penalties, very clean. Expert and Jay on the podium. Can Smeg, holy dooly, I totally missed that. Apologies, Smeg. Jumps Lunacy on penalties. Oh, look how close that was. 5/100ths. Incredibly close. Lunacy P6 Insulator 7th, BK 8th, Harass 9th, Racer 10th, Dan the Racer 11th, BK Moss 12th, Aussie Disconnected, MBT 13th, El Tonki 14th, Big Apprentice, last fair runners in 15th, Big Dong DNF, Brano DNF, Pretty Hard DNF, and James got too many penalties and was disqualified. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream. Join us again next week for round 16. Can't really remember where that is. No, can't remember. Sorry. Good luck in your races if you're racing later, and we'll see you next time.